For men who vowed to fight to the death, it was a muted, almost mundane end to their rebellion in a city known as the cradle of the revolution. The last remaining rebel fighters from Homs, lionized as some of President Bashar Assad's toughest adversaries, slipped away on board buses provided by the state. After more than 2 years of blockades and bombardments under a complex ceasefire deal struck with the government, around 1,200 fighters and civilians from the old city of Homs were evacuated today. Predictably, there were voices of defiance, with this man claiming Homs will again be liberated. But amid retreat, such talk now rings hollow.
You had a group of rebels, about 1,200 remaining, that were under siege, starved, no weapons, and they can't. It's a hard battle to fight. From the regime side, on the other hand, the old city is small alleyways, buildings. It's a massive area with 1,200. They wouldn't be able to go in to find each. It would have been a very long war between two sides.
It was a very different Homs back in 2011, when tens of thousands took to the streets, their rousing cries for freedom, the boldest challenge yet to the Assad regime. But soon Homs would be consumed by brutal street-to-street battles as the rebels took on government forces, brazenly lashing out at every symbol of a state they'd come to loathe. As government forces hit back, the dead started to pile up. But it was the death of Sunday Times journalist Marie Colvin that really put Homs on the international map. Over 10,000 Syrians have been killed in Homs as the city, bombed by air and land, was first pulverized and then starved into submission, with supply routes cut off. Today's evacuation will be a big psychological boost for the Assad regime. Homs, the jewel in the crown of a number of recent territorial gains as the war has turned. Among the concessions today, several captured government soldiers were released at the same time as the evacuated fighters moved north of Homs to an area under rebel control. They left behind a city in ruins. Syrian state media today hailed the retaking of Homs as a major victory. But you've got to wonder what kind of victory they'll celebrate in this shell of a city, forever recast under a shroud of wholesale destruction.